position, then I was cluttered. Fumbling up through the rubber. Remember, this a jungle. The top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why don't rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only bitch for confusion.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cash. So many couches I crashed. Shout out Zaza, Tree Tree, and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between our visitors and the Carolina Panthers. For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And down inside the 15 he goes. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Boswell's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Chris Wormley, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Pulled in at the 24. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Lorenzo Carter on
the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start. But boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16.
Now Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Hill going to keep it on the option. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. A lot of times, it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 2 yards to go.
Third and 2, now Wilson. It's complete to Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12. First
6-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Panthers 6, Crusaders nothing.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it's going to be 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Wilson. Throw left side, complete. It's Grant. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
Well, if you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
He finds Beckham complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Crusaders.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air. And you
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Gain on the play leads to second and goal at the Panthers' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Another try for Barkley, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Crusaders 7, Panthers 6. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL,
Gain of a yard.
you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Option play, and Hill will keep it. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Able to find Lazard. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. And Burrow going to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Number 6.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football. It's something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
5-yard line.
Now Mixon. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Up 2nd and goal.
Here's a run to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. Now they'll run the toss here to the wide side of the field. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. That's to his running back, complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
From midfield now, Burrow.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
They'll take over.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st down, Crusaders. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Panthers 9, Crusaders 7.
Play action. Now Wilson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley.
Crusaders.
And And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal at the Panthers.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
At the 48-yard line.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Now Burrow to throw on second down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This for the lead in the final stages. Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Game on the line. Season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
on second down. Mixon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Mixon on the
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse. That gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yeah, a couple of the more memorable ones for sure. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.